Hello students, welcome to SAJV High School YouTube channel. In the last video, we have started the chapter of standard 10 gravitation and we have seen the main point, that is gravitation, gravitational constant, universal constant, centripetal force. Then in the today's video, we are going to see the variation in the value of G, or the factors which affect the value of G. From the view of the board examination, there may be a question that which are the factors which affects the value of G, or explain the different factors which affect the value of G, or explain the variation in value of G. बघा आता कोणत्याही प्रकारे क्वेश्चन विचारला जाऊ शकतो, त्याचं जे पण काही आन्सर तुम्हाला जे लिहायचंय किंवा एक्सप्लेन करायचंय, then today we are going to see. So there are three main factors which affect the value of G. First one is change along the surface of Earth. Change along the surface of Earth. Second one is change with height. Change with height. And the third one is change with depth. Third one is change with depth. So students, we will see step by step. Today we are going to see, that is the first variation, change along the surface of Earth. बघा स्टुडंट, चेंज अलॉंग द सरफेस ऑफ अर्थ करत असताना किंवा याच्या जो पण काही अर्थचा जो सरफेस आहे त्याच्यात काय जे चेंजेस जे होतात ते जनरली आपल्याला बघायचे, की व्हॅल्यू ऑफ जी कोणत्या प्रकारे अफेक्ट होते किंवा कोणत्या प्रकारे तिथे चेंजेस होत असतात. फॉर एक्झाम्पल सी द शेप ऑफ अर्थ इज समवेअर. see the shape of earth is somewhere oval in shape. बघा अर्थचा जर शेप जर म्हटला तर तुम्ही पर्टिक्युलरली सर्क्युलर असू शकत नाही, समवेअर ओव्हल इन शेप. समवेअर ओव्हल इन शेप म्हटल्यानंतर इथं आपण ओव्हल इन शेप अर्थचा ड्रॉ केला, त्याच्यानंतर दिस इज द सेंटर ऑफ द अर्थ अँड फ्रॉम हियर टू द इक्वेटर, फ्रॉम द सेंटर ऑफ द अर्थ टू द इक्वेटर द डिस्टन्स इज मॅक्सिमम. The distance is maximum, and from the center of the earth to north pole or south pole the distance will be minimum. See the students, as the distance is maximum from the center of the earth to the equator, then the gravity will be minimum. एक लक्षात ठेवायचं आहे, as the distance from the center of the earth to the equator is maximum, then obviously its gravity will be minimum. But if you go outside, ज्यावेळेस तुम्ही वरती जात असता, the distance from center of the earth to north pole is minimum, then the gravity will be maximum. Again, if you come to the equator, the distance will be maximum, gravity will be minimum. Again, if you come down to the south pole, the distance will be minimum and gravity will be maximum. ये कशावरून मिनिमम मॅक्सिमम ठरवायचं आता? So you have studied the formula, that is F is inversely proportional to the square of distance. F is inversely proportional to the square of distance. So the gravity will be minimum. The gravity will be minimum when you goes upside to the north pole or south poles. North pole आणि south pole ला ज्यावेळेस जात असतात तुम्ही, तर त्याची जी पण काही जी ग्रॅव्हिटी असते, that gravity will be maximum gravity. So students, you have to keep in mind the maximum force of the gravity will be on north pole and south pole. The maximum force of the gravity will be on the north pole and south pole. So this is the first change along the surface of the earth. This is the first change along the surface of the earth. इथं एक लक्षात ठेवत असताना हेच ठेवायचे, when you comes from the center of the earth पासून इक्वेटर पर्यंत जात असताना याचे डिस्टन्स कसे मॅक्सिमम. So the gravity will be minimum. The gravity will be minimum. If you come from the center of the earth to the north pole, the gravity will be maximum, because the distance of the diameter from the center of the earth to the north pole is minimum. The gravity will be maximum. The gravity will be maximum. Now come to the next point. Understand? तुम्हाला समजला पहिला टॉपिक, परत एक वेळेस एक्सप्लेन करतो. The gravity will be maximum on north pole and south pole because the distance between the center of the earth to the north pole will be minimum and the gravity will be maximum. The gravity will be maximum. Now, see, come to the second point, that is the change with height. Change with height. So, as the height increases, the gravity decreases. As the height increases, the gravity will be decreases. See, students, in your textbook, page number 8. In your textbook, page number 8, as we go above the earth's surface, the value increases. As we go above the earth's surface, the value of value increases. One line मध्ये explain करत असताना note down करून घ्या. If you write the change with height, then only you have to write that the height increases, the gravity will be decreases. The height, as the height increases, the gravity will be decreases. Now come to the next point, that is the change with depth. Change with depth. For example, I have drawn here somewhere Earth picture. Earth's a big picture. इथे draw केलेले. For example, इथून इथपर्यंत I have drawn the. This is the center of the Earth. See, this is the center of the Earth. That is, आता तुम्हाला explain करत असताना मी तुम्हाला सांगतो. This is the gravity, and the value of the gravity is 0. The value of the gravity is 0. This is the distance between the Earth's surface and the gravity. D is the distance. त्याच्यानंतर मी तुम्हाला सांगतो. For example, if we consider, आता फर्स्ट व्हिडिओ मध्येच मी तुम्हाला सांगितलं, फिजिक्स इज अ इमॅजिनरी पार्ट. फक्त इमॅजिन करायचं आपल्याला. फॉर एक्झाम्पल, इथून इथपर्यंत मी फॉर एक्झाम्पल इथून जर बॉल थ्रो केला, बॉल थ्रो करत असताना ज्यावेळेस इथं जात असतो, तर त्याची जी पण काही स्पीड असतो किंवा त्याचा जो फोर्स असतो, ग्रॅव्हिटी जी असते, दॅट ग्रॅव्हिटी विल बी 0. दॅट ग्रॅव्हिटी विल बी 0. मग ही ग्रॅव्हिटी 0 कसं काय आली हे आपल्याला मॅथमॅटिकल इक्वेशनच्या स्वरूपात बघायचं आहे. मग मॅथमॅटिकल इक्वेशनच्या हिशोबात बघत असताना assume that to check the force here, so I have to draw one circle at a distance here. Assume I have drawn another circle. I have drawn another circle. That is another circle, and this is the distance between the gravity and this height surface. See, I have labeled here h. इथं मी h ने डिनोट केलेलं आहे. इथून इथपर्यंत डिस्टन्स डिनोट केले. Again we have to take the same formula. Again we have to take the same formula, that is f is inversely proportional to d square. F is inversely proportional to d square. जर मला ऑब्जेक्ट जर इथं असता, ऑब्जेक्ट कुठे असतं त्यावेळेस ऑब्जेक्ट इथं होता म्हणून आपण फॉर्म्युला घेतला f is inversely proportional to d square. For example, object is here. So we have to take the formula f is directly proportional to, or f is inversely proportional to d minus h square. दिस जे पण काही हे जे डिस्टन्स असतं हे आपल्याला d मधून काय करावं लागतं, ही पूर्ण व्हॅल्यू काय आहे d. d मधून h आपल्याला काय करावं लागेल, मायनस करावा लागेल. इफ वी कम डाउन इथे जर आलं सरकत तर परत फॉर्म्युला चेंज होईल का रे? नाही चेंज होऊ शकत फॉर्म्युला. दॅट इज द f is inversely proportional to d minus h square. But इथपर्यंत जा, when we comes here, then obviously d is equal to h. Obviously काय होत असतो, d is equal to h. जेवढा d असला तोच तुमचा फरक येतो, h येतो. f is inversely proportional to h minus h square. h minus h is equal to 0. Therefore f is equal to 0, and the value of g is equal to 0. The value of g is equal to 0. From this, the value of g decreases as we go deep inside the earth. Earth मध्ये ज्यावेळेस आपण इनसाइड मध्ये जात असतो, the value of g decreases, and at the center of the earth, the value of g is equal to 0. At the center of the earth, the value of g is equal to 0. From this condition, we have to know that the value of g decreases as we go deep inside the earth. So these are the three variations, or these are the three factors which affects the value of g. First one is when change along the surface of earth. The earth surface changes झाला तर g ची व्हॅल्यू काय होऊ शकते, चेंजेस होऊ शकते. Change with height, and the third one is change with depth. जर depth जर चेंजेस झाली तरी सुद्धा g ची व्हॅल्यू काय होते, चेंजेस होऊ शकते. Then these are the three main factors which affect the value of g. Now our next topic is, that is the mass and weight. ऑब्वियसली 2 मार्क्स साठी क्वेश्चन तुमच्या बोर्ड एक्झामिनेशनच्या दृष्टिकोनातून असू शकतो द डिस्टिंग्विश बिटवीन मास अँड वेट. डिस्टिंग्विश बिटवीन मास अँड वेट. फॉर एक्झाम्पल, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी विल कन्सिडर अबाउट द मास. मास बघत असताना ज्यावेळेस डिफाइन करू शकतो दॅट इज द अमाउंट ऑफ मॅटर प्रेझेंट इन इट. अमाउंट ऑफ मॅटर प्रेझेंट इन इट. देन वेटच्या बाबतीत जर सांगायचं झालं दॅट इज द फोर्स विथ विच अर्थ अट्रॅक्ट्स इट. द फोर्स विथ विच अर्थ अट्रॅक्ट्स इट. फॉर एक्झाम्पल, वेट, आपलं वेट जेवढं असतं तेवढं आपलं द फोर्स विथ विच अर्थ अट्रॅक्ट्स इट. देन सेकंड पॉइंट इज that the mass have magnitude as well as direction. The mass has magnitude as well as direction, and weight have only magnitude but not direction. Weight have only magnitude but not direction. And third point, आपण परत अजून एक पॉइंट एक्स्ट्रा करू शकतो. As the mass have magnitude and direction, so it is scalar quantity. It is scalar quantity. Scalar असल्यामुळे काय होतं, magnitude and direction असल्यामुळे ते scalar आहे, and it has only magnitude, therefore it is vector quantity. Now third point, it does not change from place to place. Mass does not change from place to place, and the weight changes from place to place. Weight changes from place to place. Then the fourth point, the SI unit of mass is kilogram. SI unit of mass is kilogram, and the SI unit of weight is Newton. SI unit of weight is Newton. So this is 4 to 5 points you have to keep in mind. If you don't remind it, then please note down from the board and study the following points. Definitely you may have question that is the distinction between mass and weight. Obviously ये जे 2 मार्क्स असतात ते 2 मार्क्स तुमचे एकदम सिंपल क्वेश्चन चे 2 मार्क्स तुम्ही मिळवू शकता. डिस्टिंग्विश बिटवीन फर्स्ट पॉइंट, अमाउंट ऑफ मॅटर प्रेझेंट इन द फोर्स विथ विच अट्रॅक्ट्स इट. Then second point, it has mass have magnitude and direction. Weight have only magnitude but not direction. It is scalar quantity. It is vector quantity. It does not change from place to place. It changes from place to place. The SI unit of mass is kilogram, and the SI unit of mass is Newton. The SI unit of mass is Newton. So students, in this today's video, we have seen the variation of value of G. That is 3 types of variations. By the change along the surface of Earth, change with height, and change with depth. And we have seen the distinction between mass and weight. We have seen the distinction between mass and weight. In next video, we will see about the free fall. We will see about the free fall. Thank you.